everybody. It is fall here where I live. It's getting cold. It's probably gonna snow soon. So we're getting ready to winterize the bikes. It's pretty simple, but it's really important you do it. If you miss it in the winter and let your bike sit all winter, not properly stored, you're gonna be in trouble in the spring when it comes time to start it. So let's go over what you gotta do real quick. Here we go. First thing you need to do is you need to stabilize the gas. I get a thing of gasoline, I top off my tank, and I make sure to add some fuel stabilizer. I like Seafoam. You can use whatever you want. Seafoam, you add 1 ounce of Seafoam per gallon of gas. As far as how much Seafoam to add, I don't worry about it too much. You can't really add too much of it. It's not gonna adversely affect your engine. So I just kind of guess like, okay, that's a, I don't know, 1.5 gallon tank. So I'll add 1.5 ounces of Seafoam to it. You can check your manual, see what size your tank is, but it's not the end of the world. Common question is ethanol-free gas or not? For some people, they swear by ethanol-free gas. Like my dad, for example, will never put gas with ethanol in his motorcycles, but I don't really care. I guess the way I'd put it is, if I'm at a gas station and there's normal gas, ethanol-containing gas, and ethanol-free gas, and I'm thinking about storing my bikes for the winter, I would get the ethanol-free gas, but I'm not willing to go on a side quest to drive 3 towns over to try and find ethanol-free gas like my dad is. I do this every winter. As long as you put fuel stabilizer in it, I think you're fine. So I just guess at what a ounce is. There we go. I think that's 2 ounces, give or take. Now I'm going to top it off with fuel. The next thing I recommend doing after you've topped off your tank, you want a full tank. I didn't cover that before. You can either leave it completely empty or completely full. You don't want it halfway in between because there's going to be air in there and moisture is going to precipitate out of it and you're going to get water in your fuel. So I like a full tank because it's easier to top the tank off than it is to drain the entire tank. Yeah, full tank, fuel stabilizer, and then I like to start the bike up and run it for 10 minutes, let it idle or spin the block. So that the fuel can make its way down to the carburetor or through the fuel lines to the fuel injectors if it's an EFI bike. That way you know that the treated fuel is all the way through the fuel system on the bike. So let's do that next. A 1, a 2. So I got both the bikes idling right now. I'm gonna let them idle for 5-10 minutes, let the stabilized fuel work its way through the system. You don't have to fill it up at home with a gas tank. You can go to the gas station, dump a little Seafoam in, and then take it for a little ride if it's warm enough. The other thing I do every winter is I keep my battery on a battery tender. So you can get these online. They're super affordable, and except just make sure you get one that's specific to your motorcycle battery voltage. So I just buy one that's for motorcycles, and you know it's right. You plug it in, you hook it up to the battery on your bike, and it just keeps it topped off all winter. You don't have to worry about a dead battery in the spring. You can get one with multiple hookups if you got multiple bikes, but I just have one, and I switch it between my 2 bikes every week, which allows me to go out and visit my bikes anyhow, which makes me happy. If you forget in the fall to weatherize your bike, maybe you were too busy, and it's not starting in the spring, just throw some Seafoam in the tank and try it then. It ought to help. This thing, Seafoam cures everything. True story. The only other thing I can think of for weatherizing your bike for winter is if you bought your bike in a tropical climate and you brought it up north or wherever it's cold, then there's maybe a small chance that the cooling system is just water, and you want to check that and make sure it's got antifreeze in it. So you check it. If it's clear, it might just be water. If it's color, if it's pink, blue, green, it's probably properly antifreeze. If you bought the bike somewhere cold, it's 100% going to have antifreeze in it. You don't have to worry about it. But that's the only other thing I can think of to check. You can see the CF Moto is liquid cooled. It's got a radiator in front right there. We go, right there. Versus the TTR 250 is air cooled. There's no radiator, and that is why I love the TTR. It's like a cockroach. You can't kill it. Hope that helps. See you guys in the spring.